Hello, welcome back to my channel, Doctor in House. Today I will share my tips and tricks how I memorized everything in medical school. So stay tuned. As you all know, reading and rereading a textbook is very exhausting and tiresome sometimes because it is of not that much high yield when you have to attempt your questions. It is not of that much value because it is most of the stuff is very low yield. You have to sort out what is high yield and what is low yield. So the next option is listening lectures, watching Kaplan and B&B. It is really helpful. Like it helps you to consolidate your concepts. But for attempting questions and to work towards a better grade, it is not that helpful. It is just there for making your foundation. Okay, I will share my personal tips to get better at memorizing and learning everything in medical school. I'm pretty much sure that most of you are already trying and working on these tips. So here we go. Number one is keep a planner. It means plan everything ahead. You should know what resources, what chapters you need to cover in following week and month. Make a schedule. So there are two methods of learning: active learning and passive learning. As the name indicates, passive learning is a slow process. You go through a lot of stuff and most of the stuff you don't even remember later on. But for active learning, it is most important, and that's what I will teach and preach you, that do practice active learning, which will be helpful later on. So reading notes and listening to lectures is of very less use because you just keep on reading textbooks and listening to the lecture videos, but you don't remember anything later on. And the other thing is that medical school is a kind of education in which you have a lot of stuff and facts to memorize and very less time. So you need a more active learning to wrap it up. So I would suggest do active learning as much as possible. Though for building up the active learning process, we need to have a strong foundation of passive learning as well. Like you will need 20% of passive learning to do 80% of active learning. So if you have covered one chapter of your, for example, respiratory pathology, you have covered from first aid, then write down it on one piece of sheet and revise it as much as possible. Then after that chapter, make flashcards and question yourself. You can make the usual flashcards, or you can make the one on one sheet and fold it in like a hamburger or hot dog, and you can use those flashcards and it will be easier to keep them safe. Then the next thing, which is my favorite, go to a whiteboard and write all the stuff that is written on your sheet and see how much you recall and how much you can remember. It is very efficient method of revising. You have to write all the important information that you can recall. It will stay in your mind for longer time period, and it will make you more confident about your own knowledge. Another really good method is teach a friend. It is really time efficient and the best method so far, because if you have learned one chapter and she did another chapter, you both can discuss the both chapters and you can have a pretty much good hold on learning of those both chapters. So it's worth it. Okay, do quizzes and question yourself, question your friends, and then studies will become your friend and it won't scare you as a nightmare. Last but not the least is keep helping your friends, keep motivating them, do push them towards better grades, do help them, because the happier our friends are, the happier we will be. So help each other and stay motivated, and you will definitely ace the exam for sure. So don't worry, keep studying. So signing off as Doctor in House. Until next time, goodbye.